Hello, and welcome to the history of everything. In this topic, we will discuss the history of sandwiches. We will discuss the origins of the sandwich, what makes a sandwich, and what we can take away from this knowledge. Now let's take a moment and appreciate what a sandwich actually provides. It's a meal that provides its own plates. No utensils required. In the 1st century origin, Hillel the Elder is a prominent Jewish rabbi of the 1st century. When not crafting the golden rule, Hillel believed to have placed a mixture of chopped nuts, spices, apples, and he would somehow integrate wine between 2 matzos, which were eaten with bitter herbs. Now matzos or matzah is unleavened bread. And 16th century origin, or the Middle Ages, people did not eat from plates. Instead, they ate off what is known as trenchers, which is just another name for blocks of stale bread. Trenchers would pile up with food, and among the food would be meat with sauce. The trencher would soak up excess juices from the sauces because of its thick texture. And this thick piece of stale sauce soaked bread can be eaten if the person was still hungry at the end of the meal. In the 18th century origin, in the middle of a 24-hour gambling event, John Montague wanted to continue gambling without a lunch break. After having previously been in the Mediterranean, where he saw pita bread and small canapes served by Greek and Turks, Montague instructed an aide to put together a meal similar to what he saw in the Mediterranean. Now, he did not invent the sandwich, he only made it popular and had a hand in naming it. People would soon after start ordering the same as sandwich, where it would later shorten to order sandwich. Hillel the Elder, a prominent Jewish rabbi. The Middle Ages, the concept of sandwiches used but not known. And the Earl sandwich, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, John Montague. What makes a sandwich? Now that we know the origins of the sandwich, we know what makes a sandwich a sandwich. There is a science behind the art and creation of a sandwich. There is a different element that include constraining layer. The constraining layer is the youngest layer, the top layer. It is what helps the base plate layer contain and hold all the ingredients together. The isoclastic layer, the layer of all the meats, cheese, and spices. This is the meal to be served. The base layer, or base plate layer, is the oldest layer. This layer would be the trencher from the Middle Ages. And then finally, the meat on bread. A combination of meats, cheeses, and spices between 2 layers of bread. We can conclude that a sandwich is anything that is meat, cheese, and or spices between 2 layers of bread. Therefore, a hot dog is a type of sandwich. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for listening.